Soul Garden.
Hello, Ambassador Gemini, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Update from my webcam to yours. I'm Christopher Witecki, your host to the universe. And a quick announcement, they are finally here. The Moon Goddess Monthlies. Carolyn Nagel has a video that will basically project your next month emotionally based on your moon sign. So this is something I have not gone into. This is a total new territory for Soul Garden. If you know your moon sign, you can go get this for less than $4, a downloadable video that projects your next month. If you don't know your moon sign, you can text Moon Goddess to 96362 and she'll get back to you in a few days. Also, if you want to dive into your heart chakra, which is what this whole month and 2-year transit is about for Geminis, if you're not in your inner child, right here, this is Soul Garden's best solution, Masters the Artist Shui. Stepping into the Master Shui. This will get you into your heart in 6 weeks. Nikki Bright is our expert at Soul Garden. So if you want to know more, she recorded an extra video over the weekend. It's at soulmart.me. I hope you give it a try because you, out of all signs, are doing just that. So for the ambassadors, the Geminis and so am I, as you are working on connecting to your heart chakra, this is a 2.5-year transit that started in late 2009 where you decided to step out and follow your heart. And now, are you there? Are you in a better place than you were 2 years ago? Ironic, isn't it? Well, that's what the question really is for you. Now, the I give, I receive energy for a Gemini comes straight from the heart. You cannot play ball if you're unhappy with your inner child. So this has been about connecting to your inner child, the part of you that was left it behind in childhood, that went cold in your 50s. Whatever the story is, we stepped away. And now in this next week, we're stepping into unlimited possibilities, unbridled creativity, stepping into pure passion and joy at the very end and committing to a joy path. That's the path that we're on this week. So on Sunday, the overlap Sunday, Mercury, your home planet, rules the day, and the moon is in Cancer. So on Sunday, I want to jump to Monday. On Sunday, you're feeling valuable and you're negotiating and you're probably exploring what your heart really wants. So Sunday might be a day of having to be honest with yourself about what your heart really wants. It's also a day of innovating where you feel you belong. The truth is you may have allowed the world to tell you what your heart really wants based on feeling like you want to belong. Well, you will belong wherever your heart desires. That's the truth. And this yod says go for innovating where you feel you belong based on your security and your desire to change your life. Take those energies and innovate your belonging because you belong wherever your heart is most desired, right? And where you're most desired. Then on Monday, finally got to Monday, Venus rules the day, and I think you're very productive. It's a great day to manifest, to put yourself out there, to go after, in some ways, what your heart really wants, to go shop for what your heart really wants. This is material or also non-material. What will bring you instant creativity and joy every day in your life? What does that take? And it's not out of your realm. So Monday's a day of really exploring that. Now for the planetary, I just want to point out that Mars is in Sagittarius, which means that this week is the beginning of a new mirage, a new way of relating to yourself. You have never related to yourself by giving yourself what your heart desires. This is a new relationship to yourself. And so this is a reminder with Mars, and you're totally empowered with Mars to go after the way you want to be treated by you. And that does lead to true love, by the way, if that's something on your plate. Then on Tuesday, it's a very passionate day. Neptune rules the day. We're all pretty intuitive on Tuesday. You're very chatty. The moon moves from Cancer into Leo, really empowering your twin processors, making you very communicative, making you sharp and intellectual. So Tuesday is good for that. But also Tuesday gives us a soul pyramid and fire. So at some point you get very creative minded, which leads to you wanting to have that new mirage with yourself, which leads to you allowing yourself to innovate your place in the world. So a very passionate Tuesday of going with your creative ideas, changing your relationship to yourself, being something different to you than you've ever been before, and therefore innovating where you feel like you belong. There's also the final point of the trine. Jupiter's been expanding your courage and ego, and finally you will feel like you have your own ego behind your heart's desire, that your ego is here to protect you and nothing else. And then also this trine from Venus in Virgo up to Pluto in Capricorn, which means you're feeling so grounded now with all this, you really have the courage to change some of your boundaries. So 7 degree to 7 degree, very powerful shift. Then on Wednesday, it's time to decide and commit. You want to feel exactly what your heart wants, commit to a creative life, commit to a life of joy and passion. The moon well into Leo makes you very pensive and chatty, so you're processing because it's time to decide what it is exactly you want. One thing I want to point out, on this day, as you decide and commit to your heart's desire, you're simultaneously with Mercury deciding and committing to a lifestyle. So it's a lifestyle meets a heart's desire, both together on this decision day. Then on Wednesday, it's time to act. So you just decided yesterday you want a toy truck for Christmas. Now go get it. You want to go right after what that heart's desire is. Go up to that person you're attracted to and say, hey, how are you? You want to take action, show the universe you are serious, get that masculine energy behind your heart's desire. Doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy, do it. The moon makes you very pensive and chatty and almost brilliant-minded, I think. So really use that intellect of yours to negotiate exactly what you want on Thursday. One other thing is, this whole alignment, I just want to point out, it's like the moon, you are thinking it and you are owning it. Venus in Virgo says you are grounded and you feel solid. The sun knows what your heart wants and you're going for it. Mercury says you're ready for the new life, and Mars says you're ready for the new mirage. This is a whole lineup based on success. Just last week, the universe tearing us down and testing us. Now, the wind picking up for our success. Then comes Friday, and Friday is actually a great day because it's Love Fest Day, and it's Friday, and it feels good, and we're all pursuing our dreams anyways, right, Gemini? One thing about Friday is that it's time to hold space. Mother Earth rules the day. So whatever it is you went after and chased after with your heart, just squat. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just squat on that and just own it. Allow gravity to start to take shape. The moon moves into Virgo, which pulls you into a nesting and resting transit. And I think really the joy of Love Fest Day for you is loving your life. All right. Why is that? Well, because the moon in Virgo pulls your emotions into your own emotional purity. So you are unbridled in your emotions. And as the moon crosses Venus, it inspires giving and receiving. So your emotions get nurtured. You can own it. You can ground. You can feel good. And Venus is 11 degrees, which means this is not just a love fest that is a good feeling. This is the end of lots of bad feelings, the end of lots of emotional turmoil. Why? Well, because I think you feel your heart moving down the path of manifestation. And the other thing that's interesting, this square, which were fears between will it be okay, your ego trying to grow and take more, and all this time, will I be okay, will I be okay, that ends. That fear ends also on Love Fest. So this is a great Love Fest day if you've been doing your soul work. Then on Saturday, we move into the Master Shui. This is where we move into where you just start to believe you're going to get what you want, and you start to get excited. You let your emotional and passion run away from you. The moon rules the day, so we want to allow our emotional Shui to take off. Looking at the planets. Oh, that's funky, isn't it? Woohoo! Daily, happy, gone. Looking at the planets, I just want to point out that we are 48 hours away from Lightcast Day, which will be on Monday. Lightcast Day being the new moon, when you actually basically wish upon a star with your heart and say, give it to me, I'm ready, God, universe, for the 2.5-year present and reward. But on Saturday, this momentum is beginning to build up. That's my point before I started putting on a light show here with the graphics. Then on Sunday, wrap up Fun Day Sunday, Jupiter rules the day, and I think you are sunny and super childlike. If you are feeling like a bummer on this Sunday, you better wise up and aim right for your heart's desire. If you don't feel amazing on this Sunday, that's because you are not listening to your heart, you're listening to your minds. Okay, that's the most I can give you. So focus directly for your heart's desire. Your inner child is way alive, more than it has been in years and years, I think, on Sunday for Gemini. So it's going to be an exciting time to be watching my son actually on Sunday. That'll be cool. He's a Gemini. And the one thing I want to point out that really is just the icing on the cake is that Saturn clicks into 1 degree Scorpio. So as of Sunday, the day when you're starting to feel and prepare for Lightcast Day, you are the beginning of the new life, which is what Saturn and Scorpio is. The beginning of the new life happens. And then Venus, which is at a volatile 13 in Virgo, the beginning of the new foundation also happens. So it looks like something's breaking the day before Lightcast Day that makes you feel like everything is about to happen. And I personally think that is the truth. All right, Gemini, and so am I. That's all I have for the 7-day forecast, but I will see you again in 7 more. Until then, live, love, be. What does it take to find love these days? What's your greatest strengths? How do you love? I'll tell you all the nuances about you, dating, what kind of gifts you want, what kind of marriage you want, what kind of person you want to live with and don't want to live with, and of course how you love, how you lust, what you're drawn after, who chases you, and your greatest lesson, which is often a weakness. Your birthday love and lust report has that answer. We'll reveal your secrets on video at secretsofbirthdays.com.